Just 2 days to go until the swearing in of the new Israeli government in the Knesset building behind me, and the drama continues to heat up. Just up the road from where we're standing, the Israeli Supreme Court on Tuesday morning issuing a conditional order against the appointment as a minister of the leader of the ultra-Orthodox Shas party, Aryeh Deri. That order will not prevent Deri from being sworn in come Thursday, but could in principle present problems for him down the road. The petition's set to be heard in early January. What's the issue? The issue is that a year ago, Deri entered into a plea bargain under which he accepted a conviction in a tax fraud case with a suspended sentence. Under then existing Israeli legislation, that suspended sentence could have prevented Deri from serving as a minister. But in the Knesset behind me, in the wee hours of Tuesday morning, the incoming coalition passing legislation that would negate that clause, that would greenlight Deri being a minister anyway, the court order surrounding that controversy and whether Deri can become a minister. There's also other things going on on the road to this government being sworn in. Also passed in the wee hours of Tuesday morning legislation that would allow the religious Zionism party head, Bezalel Smotrich, to take powers over building in Area C of the West Bank, areas with Jewish settlements, and also with the Palestinian population. Authorities that had been under the strict responsibility of the Israeli military. For its part, the Israeli military pushing back. The IDF chief of staff, Aviv Kochavi, meeting with incoming Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Monday, the two agreeing that the army will present its opinions about the consequences of those decisions that Smotrich might make in advance of his making them. Another obstacle potentially for Netanyahu, he will need to hand out more ministerial portfolios to members of his Likud party. Not all of them will be happy, and that could present some at least hiccups on the road to the swearing in on Thursday. There's also the need for this coalition to pass the so-called Ben Gvir law that would allow far-right lawmaker Itamar Ben Gvir to have wider control over the Israeli police, legislation that will come up for final votes later on Tuesday, a legislation that's been talked about widely in Israel in recent weeks. At any rate, most of those clauses expected to pass in advance of the government's being sworn in. So obviously a lot going on, but in the big picture, take a step back and realize that come Thursday, it looks likely that Benjamin Netanyahu will step to the podium of the Israeli parliament and once again take the oath of office as Israel's prime minister. And after this long, arduous process lasting almost 2 months, the Israeli government, for all the drama over the course of those 2 months, set to be sworn in. Owen Alterman, I-24 News, Jerusalem.